What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another episode of I Know Chris. On this episode today, we're not so full of energy and we're not talking about products today. We're actually going to address something that's happened here in the US. It actually went into effect for YouTubers in 2022 around October. This law was reversed. A lot of YouTubers are just now catching on, and some are catching on the hard way. They are being fined for each video that they have recorded in national parks. Here in the US, it used to be you could go to any national park and you could film all you wanted and use on your YouTube channel. Well, as of October of 2022, it was overruled by some judges and they have decided to take those rights away from us. Yes, they have. And if you go into a national park, they're not going to come up and tell you, hey, you can't film, because you may just be filming for your own personal use. And they have no problem with that. But if you do like most people now do, and that is put it up on YouTube, and you're a monetized channel, that is the key word there, monetized. And now they're going to say commercial use. I'm going to put the link down below so you can check on all this yourself to the National Park Service, their filming policies and what they have stated. They have recently updated it and actually have it saying TikTokers and YouTubers. If you're monetized, that's considered commercial use. If you didn't already know that, that means you're getting paid by YouTube and you're using park photographs in your video, or just making video period inside a national park. A lot of people calling that BS on that and not very happy about it being in the US. But it's just the way things are going, and it is legit. And you can type in on YouTube, type in people being fined for videotaping in national parks, arrested. You can type into that and you're going to pop up a whole bunch of new content of people posting videos now warning others, because it is legit. And like I said, the national park has a link I will put down below this video. You can click on it and read all the rules and regulations. Now, most people, when it came out, which would make sense, it sounded like it was directed toward movie making companies like maybe Disney, Universal. They want to come into the Smokies or the Grand Canyon or somewhere and film a movie, because it's listed like how many people's going to be in your crew, how much equipment's going to be there, are you using vehicles? And that's what it sounds like. And that's what most people thought at first. Well, they were wrong. National Park took it a step further and said, nope, we meet even the small people with handheld cameras and phones. If you're in there and it specifically said YouTubers or TikTokers and you're making money off the video that you created, which I don't know why it's hurting. Actually, it's helping national parks because it gives a service as basically a video that's put out there so people can see places that they may want to go visit. But I guess now that's all turned against those national parks. But that's their way of thinking, or at least for the time being. They allowed to change their way of thinking when people quit visiting, because this is very, I'm just going to say it's stupid. It's stupid, but we have a lot of crazy stuff. But if you want to abide by the laws and not get these fines that people are getting, you might want to change your way of doing YouTube videos in national parks. You can stand outside the property line of the national park and film in it, cross into it, and it's fine. But if you stand on the national park, like you're in a campground in the national park, and filming your dog or children playing there, it doesn't matter. That counts as filming inside the national park, and you don't have the right to do it no more. So they're going after these YouTubers. They're going to be looking for them. Some have already have posted that they have been fined. They've been contacted and fined. And I think the fine is anywhere from $1,000 to $1,750 per video that you don't have a permit for. That's right. Now you have to, if you want to film in their national parks, you have to go to their office, or you have to do, I think, 13 to 15 days in advance. Apply for an application that you have to fill out and mail in before you can even film. So that's even more crazier. Nobody wants to have to plan their video in 13, 14 days ahead of time, and there's no guarantee they will approve it. They've already said that. If you put in the application, they're going to ask you where you're going to be filming at, how many hours, when you're going to start, what are you going to be filming, what's it going to be about. And if for any reason, they just decide your content they don't think is going to be good enough or represent their park, they deny it. And if they deny it, the application costs you anywhere from $100 to $300 just for the application. You don't get the money back, whether they approve it or don't approve it. They keep the money, so you're out of it. And some national parks have already said they're going to do away with videotaping altogether. They're not even gonna allow it, period. So that's even more crazier. So some parks are even saying that, a way it read, that I read it saying $50 an hour for a park ranger to follow you around while you film. It depends on what national park you may be in. They may say you have to have a assigned park ranger for $50 an hour you have to pay. If you're approved, of course. It's just crazy. So I guess what I'm doing, I'm trying to put this information out there. If you're a small-time YouTuber, you probably don't want to get hit up with this big bill that they could lay on you. The government, basically, or the national park, I was just say the government, they passed this, call you up and say, hey, we noticed you got the Joshua Tree or the Grand Canyon or the Washington Monument, whatever, anything that's a national park, the Washington Mall, any of that stuff that's in a national park. On your YouTube channel, we see you got 5 or 6 videos or 10 videos. You're a monetized channel. We need you to show us proof of your permit that gave you permission to record that. Now, like I said, anything after, before October 2022, you're all right with it. Anything after October 2022 up to now, you're not okay. And if you continue to do it, that's your right to do it. I'm not telling you what to do. And some people say, I'm going to do it anyway. Well, that's fine. Maybe you have better luck or more money to throw away. I'm not going to chance it. I don't film it anyway, but I definitely would not now. Unless they overturn this law. It is stupid, as far as I'm concerned. It don't make sense for the small-time filmers, creators like us, but that's what they've done. So yes, if you have these videos already on your channel, I don't know what's going to happen. I don't want to give you advice of what you can do to your videos. If it was mine that I already had on mine, I probably would put them in restricted or make them where they can't be visible to the public no more. Especially if they're older videos, I wouldn't delete them, but I would put them where they're not viewable to the public no more, which is what I would do. I wouldn't want a chance of getting called up and saying, hey, I need to prove my permits for all these locations I went. They're going to see by your title, your thumbnail. It's easy for them to find people. And if they're really wanting to do that, like they're evidently wanting to, they're going to find you. It's just a matter of time. So I'm just trying to give you a shout out warning. I'm not a lawyer, not giving you legal advice by no means. But you can look all this up, this link down below for national parks. Some people say, well, what is commercial? I'm not commercial. Well, if you're getting paid, it's considered commercial. And if you're monetized, you're commercial. Some people say, well, I just want to monetize that video. But you're still monetized channel, so that's kind of a gray area. And do you really want a chance to go into court and arguing over that and spending money? I wouldn't. I just wouldn't do it. And I hate it for the channels that's what they do is they travel around with their spouses and they go to all these national parks. It's gonna kind of put a damper on what they like to do and the content they put out. You may have to adjust or find other places to video. In the long run, if more people stand up in the way of saying, well, I just won't go. I won't visit your parks. I hate it for the employees there, but when they don't start getting the parking fees and the money being spent in those parks by people visiting, maybe then they decide to change their mind and change that rule, because it should be only for the big time movie production crews. It should not be for us everyday Joes and people that just want to visit our national parks, because they are our national parks. They're not theirs, even though they claim it is. So just wanted to drop this video. I hope this helps somebody out else out there. If you already done these videos, do your research. I always say, us as YouTubers or creators, we have to do our research when we record anything, because rules are always changing all the time. And this is something that has changed, and you need to get on it, especially if you're already a creator that's filmed this stuff, got it on your channel. Could land you in some trouble. So anyway, not telling you what to do, just thought I'd share this with y'all. I hope this helps some people, especially here in the U.S., especially who it's going to affect. Because that's where all the videos are being recorded, and they're saying you can't do it no more. I'm gonna wrap this video up and let y'all go, but yeah, just want to give you a shout out and a heads up. Hope y'all have a good day, and maybe we'll get this overturned for people that like to go to their national parks and video, and we'll get our rights back. Hopefully that'll come soon, but until then, I just caution you to be careful, my friends, out there with your cameras and what you're putting on YouTube, because it looks like it's real. Like I said, the link is going to be down here. You'll see I can't remember if it's show more or whatever. Click on that. I'll put the link to actually the website and national park, so you can click on it, pull it up and read it. But it is what it is, and it says what it says. I'll try to put a little clip in here somewhere if I can of the actual writing that they have on their site or what it says. But yeah, it's just crazy. It's part of being a creator. Well guys, until the next time, as always, y'all stay safe. and keep tubing.
It's JSDG with another banger.